Parents, do you know what the Shell on social media challenge is? Well, I'm going to show you how this dangerous challenge is becoming more popular and what you can do to direct your kids to have a purpose online and still have fun while being safe. So what is this Shell on challenge? Well, similar to the Tide Pod challenge, the Shell on challenge is a social media trend that is gaining popularity among students on social media. Teens are challenging each other to eat banana peels, candy wrappers, and other food items still in their packaging, aka the shell is on. Now, to partake in the challenge, teens will shoot a video of themselves eating something while the shell is still on and then post that video to social media, usually Snapchat. The term shell is used loosely and has been known to include fruit peels, plastic packaging, and cardboard. Now, at the end of this, I want to talk to you about a positive way to get your kids online having a great time. We do want students to be students, but at the end of this, I want to talk to you about how to brand your student online to give them a purpose instead of all these other different pastimes that could redirect them somewhere else. Now, the Shell on Social Media Challenge is all about teens and when they're mostly posting about the Shell on Challenge on Snapchat, but it's gaining popularity on Twitter as well. The Shell on Challenge is gaining popularity because teens think it's funny and harmless, as you've seen with some of the other challenges. I know some of these are hoaxes, but this one actually, there's lots of students that are posting about it. Now, here's what the New York Post says. The Shell on Challenge is the latest dangerous Snapchat trend among teens. Teens are daring each other to eat plastic packaging, cardboard boxes, and fruit peels, and posting videos of themselves doing it on Snapchat or to Snapchat. Now, USA Today says, there's a national Snapchat story, and story is kind of a channel that directs all of the feed on that topic that includes the clips of people all over the country performing the Shell on challenge. Most people just bite into an orange peel or banana peel, but some teens are taking it a step further. Now, no, there's nobody out there that's a fictional character out to get your kids, but it's something to talk to your children about, something to make sure you have a dialogue about early. So teens don't think that the Shell on challenge is dangerous because they're not ingesting chemicals like they did with the Tide Pod challenge. However, doctors are urging students to stop eating anything that isn't food. Next, knowing about social media challenges and trends before your teen hears about them can help you keep them safe before an incident occurs. And it should be a major red flag for parents if their child is partaking in any dangerous activities and trends in order to gain attention on social media. Once again, you and I were kids. We did silly things. We had a lot of fun. But they're trying to gain attention online and post it thinking it's funny, and they will one-up each other. And sometimes we just need to be a little bit careful. In this case, a simple dialogue. Now, talk to your middle school and high school age children and ask them if they've seen any Shell on Challenge videos on social media. Creating a supportive and non-judgmental environment to have this conversation will encourage your child to open up and be honest. We want them to come to you, the parent, first before they go to their best friend who might have less wisdom than you. Now, discuss the risks of partaking in challenges like this and urge your student to think twice before liking or engaging with posts on social media. Remind your kids they should never do something just because it's a trend or because it's popular on social media, and teach your kids to have a purpose on social media and to use it as an extension of their student resume. This is my favorite part. This discourages them from following trends while still being positive and having fun online. We want your kids to be kids a little longer. Now, to teach your children how to use social media with a purpose, help them find the 2 to 3 activities or projects that they want to be known for when future colleges or employers look them up online. For example, sports, volunteering, art, or photography. We're going to talk about that in just a sec. This is where we build brands for students. We work with schools. Schools hire me to come out and we do these big boot camps where we teach kids. Or we can work with you at home. For $10 to $15 a month, you can unlock the videos. Or for a couple $100, we'll do it with you, with your family, around the dinner table. We'll build an awesome website. Now, first, step 1 is planning your students' messaging in middle school. It's not too late if it's high school, but middle school, they plan their messaging, what they're good at, what they want to do. 2 is that we start building a website around that. And number 3, then they brand everything that they do on social media becomes an extension of that carefully branded thing that they did for their website. They have a lot of fun. They're self-deprecating. They're humorous. But it's almost like training wheels. Whoa, I know that everything I put on my website, it ends up online. And Instagram is an extension of everything that ends up online. It's definitely a paradigm shift. We get emails from parents going, my son is safer online. Schools benefit because they reduce negative impact of a student's posts. They minimize the stress on parents. They create a positive digital culture on campus. They establish a roadmap for students. They turn students into positive examples, and they teach students how to use social media for good. It's crazy what websites do for people. Here's a real educator. Why would you want to, this is a real educator. I asked him, should we do this in high school or middle school? We did. We built 20 websites for this school.
That's awesome. One last question. A lot of people are wondering, should I do this in high school? And what would you say about that?
You absolutely should do it in high school, but I think you should start even a tad earlier. If they start in middle schools as 7th graders and 8th graders and really start to lay that framework, it allows them to then see the importance of the steps that they're taking. If we get into high school, it's almost a tad too late. We want our kids to start making those decisions as 7th and 8th graders, and then as they start to make choices of the clubs they're going to be in or what they're going to be involved in high school, they're already starting to think of, oh, I can maybe include that on my website, which starts to brand myself for colleges or my job. And so we really want kids thinking earlier so that before they go down that track of wrong, they're going that track of right.
That's awesome. Thanks for having me.
So true.
Love having you, Josh. Great job.
Okay, here's an actual principle.
What did you think?
This was tremendous. This was powerful learning. You're changing lives, changing their future. We speak about college and career readiness. Here at IS 228, we really gave our students great tools and great learning how to make their college and career experiences more powerful and productive. Thank you, Josh Oakes.
Thank you so much.
All right, so you've watched What is a Shell-On Challenge? I mean, that was 2 different variations of what we want you to do with your family. Build a website, talk to your kids about their future, Google the results. We have a whole plan in my community. If you click the link below, the /join, smartsocial.com join, you can join for about $10 a month, $10 to $15 a month. You stay updated. We want to get your kids having a great time online, being themselves, but we want to give them a purpose, a plan, instead of just using this as a pastime. We don't want these phones to be just given to them and then any old challenge comes their way. This might be a hoax. We don't think it is, but it starts with a dialogue. It starts with a plan, and it's so much more. And we think that we can save and help your family in the long run. If you're a school, click the links below. I'd love to fly to your city and give one of these bigger boot camps so that we can make dozens and dozens of websites so the students can learn. I'm Josh Oakes. I'm honored that you'd watch this video, and I'm so honored to help millions of people a year to be safe and smart online. Look forward to talking with you soon. As always, remember to keep it light, bright, and polite because your kids are watching. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day.